Everybody, so today we're at an RV show, which excites me and I love because I just want to go through everything here, but I can only review so much for you. We're going to look at the Cedar Creek Hathaway edition 38FBD, okay? I just want to mention that everything that you see in our reviews is really just our opinions. I do a bunch of research, I read lots just because I love doing it, and then I learn everything I can, but lots of the things that are in different RVs are personal choices, or some people think this is a better method and some people think that. You have to decide for yourself. We're just going to tell you what our thoughts and opinions are here. These are pretty long videos and I have separated them in segments, so I want to give you all the information I can, but I also don't want to hold you in one spot till you get to the part you want to see. So feel free to scroll through and get to the section that you want to see and get the information that's important to you. So hopefully we give you something good. So here we are, the Cedar Creek Hathaway. This is a super nice fifth. And Cedar Creek builds in a little bit of a different way, so I want to talk to you about all of that. So I want to start with the frame and explain that Cedar Creek builds everything all the way up. Some say that's good, some say no. You can decide for yourself. But they build this trailer on a Z frame, which allows you some extra storage, the whole pass-through. There's no lift up in here to get over the frame. So that's a very handy thing. So there is a 10-inch I-beam that is on the frame, and then they build up from there. Underneath, I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Oh, especially because this particular model wraps its fiberglass around its frame. Now, suspiciously, they say that that's to help protect water and things on the frame, stop rusting. The frame shouldn't be rusting because they should have sprayed it and taken care of that, so that's kind of an issue. This too is just going to get dinged up with rocks and things, so I'm kind of worried about that as well. There's going to be a lot of dirt and grime and things that get in there, and I don't know how you get it out. So although this looks nice, I'm not sure that that's such a great feature. What is also under here though is their impact resistant waterproof underbelly. It's really important that a trailer has a fully enclosed underbelly to protect all of the housing systems and things that are in there. But this one is done in sections, and those sections are screwed into some wood pieces that are then attached to the frame. And I think what's important to know about that is that it allows you, if you need to do any work or maintenance or repair under there, to just take out a section and do the work, versus on most trailers I see it's a very nice fully covered underbelly, but you'd have to take the whole thing off to do any work. So on top of that, they put 2 layers of their glass and wool batting fiberglass, or I'm not sure if it's a fiber, it's a glass and wool batting insulation. So they put that on, and then the tanks go on, and the plumbing and all of those things go on the aluminum floor trusses down, and those are on 16-inch centers. On top of that, they put some more insulation in there. They put down a marine grade plywood that's 5/8 tongue and groove. Now people are worried about that because it comes in pieces, and is that going to squeak? What these guys do is a bit different. Most people think on an aluminum frame, walls of any type, you need to have welding, and welding's good, and if you're going to have welding, you need a double weld. But what Cedar Creek has done is a little bit different, and they've screwed and glued everything, and their thoughts behind that are that it allows flexion in the frame and the trailer. Lots of places want to say you need it tight and hard, but Cedar Creek's thinking is it's moving down the road and it is already flexing, so to give it a little space, so they think that's a stronger frame. And you can see up in here where the screwing and gluing is taking place throughout all of the aluminum pieces. You can also see where the ducting is for the heat there. And there's water lines and things there too. I'm not sure if you can see those. No, or way over on the other side you can. Anyways, so they put the marine grade plywood on and they glue it with a super heavy duty glue to all of the aluminum frames, and then they go around and they screw that down too. Then they take this flooring, and then they put the residential stuff that looks good, the carpet and the vinyl. Then they screw all that down onto the outriggers with big lag bolts, and that makes up the flooring system on this trailer. So it's pretty sturdy. I think it's a pretty decent floor, and you know, there's something to be said about allowing things to flex instead of breaking them. We've got a really nice service bay on this. It's got a light. You've got black flushes. You've got taps. You have I don't know if you can see all the hoses in there, but they're really easy to access so that you can shut things off as necessary and winterize things. You've got all of your releases for your tanks. And then if you move down over here, this is where you're hooking up your sewer hose, and then you've got this valve opener too. This is pretty decent, although it would be nice if it was inside, where it would be protected from water and elements, and the valves would be protected, and it would not take a chance of getting hit or anything like that. But this is pretty standard, so you know, I'm asking for it to be the perfect way, but this is good. You got a place for your sewer hose here. This is where you hook up to your shore power. So you're going to take your big heavy cord, and it's going to plug in here, and then it's going to plug into your post. This trailer, we've noticed, has a reel for your cord. What I don't really get about this is you're reeling your big heavy cord up on here just for storage. You've got to unroll that whole cord, drag it out, and hook it up between here and a post. So, I mean, I guess it just helps you be tidy, but it doesn't really save you any work. You can either lug that big heavy cord and set it in here, or you can lug that big heavy cord in and wind it up on this reel. That's up to you. What about these doors? Do you think they're good?
Give it a whack.
It sounds like a pretty decent door.
Yeah, it does sound solid.
It's solid.
Yeah.
And they're all locking, so that's good. What do we have here? Okay, so this is where your batteries would be stored, and your inverter. Could be either, hey?
Could be either, yeah.
Yeah. So that's where you'll find all of those things. This trailer has an auto level system, so you can work on that right from here, and it'll put the jacks down for you and get you leveled just right. Underneath here, looking at the tires, these are radial tires, and they are a 960A. Where is the? At 215 they are. Decent tires, but I don't know all the details on tires, so make sure you go talk to somebody in the tire department, but I'm confident that they are appropriate tires for the weight of this trailer, and I will get into all those numbers for you. The axles and the brakes and the suspension are all a Dexter system. Dexter's a pretty good company, and they are a spring suspension. And these tires are also a nitrogen filled tire, so I mean, I guess that just helps in different temperatures to keep your air pressure level. Hey, yeah. But look into those things and make sure that you're happy with the tires that you're getting. I believe this is an 8,000 pound axle, and you want to, of course, check that in comparison with your truck. Do you want to look at the, while I'm under here, do you want to look at the, yeah, that's good. Corey's just showing you there's this sort of no maintenance or low maintenance system on the axles and the suspension, and I think what's important to know about that is RV companies are trying to make things easier for us. But the fact of the matter is there is no RV with no maintenance. Even low maintenance doesn't count. You've got to keep up on this. Once you start rolling this house down the road, it needs maintenance. So let's take a look under the slide here. I just want to show you what kind of mechanism it is. And this is a rack and pinion mechanism, and this is a really good one. It comes out and it helps to hold the weight of these heavy slides. When it goes into the frame. And this trailer has 2 heavy opposing slides, so it's important that there's a strong system supporting it. Coming out. The slides also are insulated on 5 walls, and that's a good thing. If you can see up there, these slides also have toppers on them, and that's a nice feature to have. Remember, some of the things on these trailers are standard and some of them are options. So depending on the trailer you're looking at, it may or may not have that, and you can decide if you want it. It's a good thing to have to keep rain off and to keep debris off of there. You still need to take care of those and get rid of debris because you don't want it to roll up in the awning, but it's there to help protect your slide. So I want to talk about the walls that Cedar Creek does, and they do them a little differently in that they are a hung wall. They look a lot like all the other trailers that you see out there with this sort of finish on the outside, but they are not a laminated wall. So what's important to know is that this is a gel-coated fiberglass, which is the best in the business according to Cedar Creek, but you know how salesmen are. So anyways, they put this fiberglass over 2x2 aluminum framed walls that are on 16-inch centers, and they do frame out the windows and doors and things. They glue this on with a super glue that they even claim gets stronger with time. So they glue that onto the aluminum frame. Then they take that woolen glass batting and they glue it into place so that it can't sag or fall, and then they put their interior boarding on. What's significant about this is that you can repair all of this. You can take off a paneling on the inside and you could do something if there was any trouble. Where those one-piece laminated walls, you know, if there's a problem, the whole wall is a problem. As well, the strength in this wall is not on its lamination process, it's within the framing itself. Then the hung wall is attached to the flooring system, sat down on the flooring system and screwed into place. So, you know, it's a pretty good wall. The con of that is that the minute you start just attaching something to the joists in there, it is possible that it could bubble in between, and there have been, you know, go on the internet, you can find a complaint anywhere. There have been problems with that, but the beauty of it is it can be fixed. Nothing's perfect, and so you got to decide which type of wall system is best for you. Also on the exterior, you should know that this is a gel coat. I do believe you can get a full body paint on these, but this is the gel coat on the fiberglass, and these are stickers. So yeah, hopefully they stay in good shape, but it would be something to think about. The roof on the Cedar Creek product is based on a 5-inch aluminum roof truss, and it's even got room in it for 8 inches of ducting to go wide across. And then they put a triple layer of the batting, the woolen glass batting insulation in there, and they also use a layer of the radiant kind of sheet that goes through there. Some people say that's a great thing. I don't know. It doesn't add R value, although they kind of claim it does, but it does reflect heat or cool, right? So there's all of that. Then they cover it in a one-piece 3/8-inch OSB, and that's all put together with a rubber TPO top roof. Lots of different opinions on roofing types. TPO is not my favorite, but it's a decent enough roof. I think they could have probably did better, but it's a lighter roof system, and I mean, no matter what, you need to do roof maintenance and take care of all of that. They claim a R38 to 40 on that roof, so you know, look into it some more. What's good to see, it's got a bit of a curve on it so it can shed water. It's got sort of little eaves troughs there that'll push the water down off the roof and away from your trailer. Make sure when you're looking at your trailer you're checking all of these seams for any caulking that's being missed. Going around the back, this trailer has a fiberglass end cap and a fiberglass front cap, so that's a nice feature, and it adds and protects, but again, make sure everything is sealed up. There is a ladder because the roof is a full walkable roof. It is strong enough to handle someone being up there, and you need to be up there to do the maintenance and check on the slides and so on. I want to talk about the windows. These are frameless windows, super popular. You'll see them on all the new trailers, and they do look good. I'm not 100% convinced that they're for me, just because of the way they open. They kind of flip out, and I don't know, I like a better airflow than that, but I'll open one inside and we'll take a look at it. Just before we go in, I want to talk about the door. This is a fairly wide door, so I do like that, and it's a friction door, so it's not getting blown around. It does still have a clamp on it. I don't really like that, but also I don't like that the door doesn't have a window in it, so that kind of is no good. But I really do like the screen door, and the reason I like the screen door is because it's a screen on this side, and it's kind of a plasticky window thing on this side, so you could leave your door open and have your screen closed and still keep your AC inside, so you could do that. So I like that about it. Also, I'm not sure if we mentioned the awnings, and this particular trailer has two. One that's on the slide and one that's on the main body. I can't see it, but you want to make sure that your awnings have the LED lighting under them, because that is a really super cool feature that is really useful at night when you're sitting outside. And these days you can expect that on every awning, so make sure it does. More ride steps. This is a new step system, so instead of that, you know, yank it out from underneath and it folds down, this actually folds up into the doorway. These are really good, sturdy aluminum steps. For us, we're not 100% sold, just because by the time we get this up here, we're pushing down here where someone taller would be able to push up here and actually get those in. So I'm not 100% sure, and we're going to have to try it one day to see just how easy these are to put in. But they are good, sturdy steps. So let's go inside to the best part, and we'll talk about everything that's in there. Hi, come on into my Cedar Creek Hathaway 38FBD. This is a beautiful trailer. Okay, so this is the beauty of fifth wheels. They can be so spacious and have so many luxury amenities like a house in it. I mean, look at this island. It is so nicely done. The wood is great. This is a really nice solid surface countertop. It's high. I know generally we don't like things high, but it has this really nice under-mounted stainless steel sink. It's got this nice tall tap with the pull down. Really nice. These things are huge. And I like that the sink covers are split, so that you could be working in one area and still have a sink available to you in another. So I gotta love it. And like, these are really nice counters, and there's lots of space on this counter. Where do you want to go next? No, I don't want, this is a secret. I don't want to do this part first. Okay. But we can do this.
Okay.
This is a really very spacious closet because it has hookups for a washer-dryer combo in it. You couldn't put separate ones unless you took that shelving out, but you can put a combo unit in there, so that's good. On this wall here is the air conditioning controls, the awning controls, and I believe this screen probably tells you just about everything you need to know about the coach, sort of what your batteries are charging at, what your tanks are like, that kind of thing. This is a wow fridge. This is a full residential fridge, but I'm willing to bet it's all electric, I mean. I don't think it's going to be a gas fridge. Now, I have one of these fridges and I love it, and it's so nice to have, but it really sucks the electricity out, and it does change how much boondocking you do. And I mean, you can always use your generator, but then there's all that too. So I mean, it's a nice fridge, don't get me wrong. Let's talk about this slide, because it's nice that it's, you know, it's a big slide, it's up on a roller system, comes over the floor, that's all good. But I do feel like when I'm standing at the stove, I might be stubbing my toes on that. Probably not the end of the world, but just something that I noticed. Lots of cabinetry in here. Look at this. Really nice. These are wood doors and drawer fronts. Plywood drawers on metal sliders and rollers. And look at this. If I get really mad at Corey and I say, enough, it's a slow close. So that's kind of nice.
Like that would ever happen.
Yeah, that never happens. You can't even imagine me doing that. This is good. It's a little deep. You know what I think would have been better there would be some nice deep pots and pan drawers. That I think would have been a better choice for that. This is quite the fancy microwave, and I'm just trying to see if it's a convection too. I don't think it is. It's just a, oh, it is. No, lying. It's just a microwave, but it's nice and it's big. And the reason I don't think it's convection, because you have this nice, fairly deep oven, and you've got a nice 3-burner gas stove. Oops, that's supposed to sit up, and I'm sure it does. I like this. It's level, and it's gas, and it's 3 burners. Mine's kind of sunken, and it's only 2, and I really, really wish I had a 3-burner stove. I like the backsplash in here is tile, so that's nice. Not real tile, I don't think, but it's nice. And there's more storage underneath, more soft clothes. The island is full of storage, and guess what? Ta-da! I love that. I mean, it's small, but you could, if nothing else, it's a good place to store your dirty dishes till you get around to washing them. And then a nice utensils drawer. And oh, I like this. If I can get it open. I like that. You can slide it in and out. You can take stuff right off the counter into the garbage. That's nice. And so much countertop space in here. So then take a look at this. Also, it's nice to look at, but look at that. This is a huge pantry. I wouldn't mind having this in my house. And it has the rollout, so you don't have to be reaching way back in there. Not even that it's that far, but this is so convenient. It's easy to clean. It's fabulous and so huge. And it does have a light in it, and you can't even see what's in there. I love that. Check this out. Glass of wine. I love it. It's just because this trailer is so huge that you can have this huge island in it, and it's like home. And look at how much space there is to walk around. Really very nice. I love this kitchen.